And welcome back right here at Carr High School. Crescent City Sports presents prep basketball, and it's the 2023 InspireNOLA.org MLK Basketball Classic game number 2. Coming up here, the St. Augustine Purple Knights taking on the Sophie B. Wright Warriors. So let's go down to the court first with our PA announcer, Hank Brady, for today's lineups.
Taking on Sophie B. Wright. First off, the starters for the St. Augustine Purple Knights. Here's your starters for the Purple Knights. A junior point guard, number 0, Green. A sophomore guard, number 10, Cy Merritt. A junior guard, number 5, Turner Dustin. A junior forward, number 11, Bobby Kennedy. And a junior forward, number 13, Devin Cobb. And now the starting lineup for Sophie B. Wright Warriors. A senior point guard, number 15, Derek Smith Jr. A sophomore guard, number 22, Jabari Washington. A senior forward, number 13, Edward McGinnis. A senior forward, number 12, Devontae Landry. And a senior center, number 5, Dennis Wells Jr.
And we'd like to thank Hank Brady for introducing today's starters this afternoon, as the Purple Knights will start it off with Danderick Green, Bobby Kennedy, Turner Duncan, Cy Merritt, and Devin Johnson. The head coach for the St. Augustine Purple Knights, Gerald Lewis, in his 3rd season. For the Sophie B. Wright Warriors, they're going to go with Dennis Wells, Devontae Landry, Edward McGinnis, Jabari Washington, and Derek Smith. Head coach is Jason Bertrand. He's done a very great job with his program, and I think we don't see Coach Bertrand on the side. He's like he's absent for the day. We'll find out the reason later, but a lot of his assistants will pick it up. One of them is one of the great players in the history of Algiers, Wanto Joseph, that was a member of a couple of the Old Prairie Walker top 28 teams led by Brian Gibson.
And then went to Xavier University.
And he did very well for the Gold Rush. As we're about to get started in this ball game, St. Augustine coming in with their road purples, back to the old school with their purple jerseys, gold numbers, white trimmings. And for Sophie B. Wright, they are going into their home whites, and blue numbers, and gold trimmings. And
they're warming up. 2 more minutes of warm-up.
Yeah, I guess actually they're giving them 2-minute warm-up time additional, I guess.
How it appears.
Yes, so we'll have the game coming up for you momentarily. And like we mentioned earlier, what a game. We had game 1 as Southside coming up with a big victory over LB Landry in game number 1, 58-52. And now we go into game number 2 here. Good matchup here, Ro. St. Aug, kind of an up and down year for them, but they've been playing a tough schedule. They're 9-12, the 22nd in Division I Select. For Sophie B, they're off to a really good start, 17-4, 6th ranked in Division III Select, in a very tough division indeed. Both teams looking for a big non-district victory right here tonight.
St. Aug with a big win last Friday. Game played at McDonald 35. It was a home game for them, but of course that gym is under construction. And it was a 65-59 win over Edna Carr. Turner Duncan was big. Hit some big shots at the end. I think he finished with about 15 points on the evening.
That's big for them, and Sophie B. Wright has got a lot of good wins on their resume and some close ones indeed. I witnessed them a couple weeks ago against John Ehret in a great ball game at the it was the Grace King Christmas Holiday Classic, and man, what a game it was. And I mean, it went down to the wire. John Ehret, very improved team this year, and they proved it. But Coach Bertrand's team, they stepped up and they took care of business and got it done in regulation. But I tell you, Coach Bertrand, I talked with him even before the day, and he was saying that his team, he sees a lot of chemistry with the team and everything else, but at the same time, you know, he sees some up and downs with the team, but he's hoping that the little mistakes and whatever they had in the past finally comes together, and going forward, they could be a really dangerous team going forward.
Yeah, for the last several years, Sophie B. Wright, their program has been one of the better programs in the area. And because I'm looking at him right now, the young man out there who's just a sophomore, Cy Merritt, very talented guy. If you haven't seen him yet, you see a pretty talented young player that we need to keep an eye on.
Very much. Merritt had a very nice Sugar Bowl tournament. He really played outstanding against the Sugar Bowl champions and out of Bartlett in the first round, which came down to a buzzer-beating putback for St. Aug to lose that ball game. But Purple Knights very competitive, and they're gonna fight you all the way to the end. So don't be fooled with the record.
Yeah, Bartlett they were runners up, I think, in the Sugar Bowl. But yeah, they were a very good team from Tennessee.
Yes, absolutely, yes. I forgot about that. Oh yeah, the team Olympia won that. So
right.
Southside, who got to the
with Edger and James Jr.
That's right, Edger James Jr.
About to get it started.
Here we go. As St. Aug will get it started. We finally get it going. The alley misses the oop. Good defense, but a foul's called. And a foul will be on Dennis Wells, his first. Because it looked like the Purple Knights was trying to go for the jugular early. So 2 shots coming up for the Purple Knights. First one's off the rim for Bobby Kennedy.
At the line, number 11, Kennedy.
So second free throw coming up. Free throw in and out.
The
Rebound, and St. Aug will have it. The putback, and it will be traveling. And it will go the other way for Sophie B. So the Warriors bringing it up. Smith with a double team. Smith gets out the double team to drive the layup. Short, but Smith gets the rebound. Loses out of bounds. It will stay Sophie B. Wright. Just getting started with game number 2 of the doubleheader. Game number 5 of the day in the MLK Classic, which started earlier this afternoon. Outside and almost taken away. And I mean, out of bounds. It will stay Sophie B. Wright. So Jason Bertrand absent today, but his coaching staff, including Wanto Joseph, will pick it up. And Smith with a jump shot. Good! And then Derek Smith with the good turnaround jumper. And it is 2-0. Warriors with a lead. And outside, the Purple Knights will set it up. Merritt gets it back out. Green swings it out. Pump fakes his turn. Duncan outside. It's Merritt. Merritt swings it out. Duncan Duncan pump fakes outside. Swings now Merritt. Now Green. Green will reset. Outside is Merritt. Trying to look on the inside. Now Green. As Sophie be playing in the zone. Outside is Merritt. Going inside. Kennedy swings it out. The pump fake Green. Green will drive. Green. The shot. Off the rim. Rebound. Purple Knights. Layup. No good. And loose ball. And it will go to Sophie B. Wright. Devin Johnson missed on the putback.
Foul number 11, Bobby Kennedy, his first.
And a foul was called on Bobby Kennedy. First foul in this ball game here. Washington gets it outside, and it is Smith. Smith with the basketball. Smith looking, gets it outside. Back out is Smith. And Smith will hold it. Smith gets it outside. Washington. Back out. Smith, and he is. Now foul is called as an offensive foul, and that will be on Ja'Cory Washington. That'll be his first. 2-0 is your score. And the Purple Knights will bring it up. Duncan will bring it up for the Knights. Outside is Johnson. Back to Duncan. Duncan looking for the pick. He loses, he picks it back up. Now he gets it to Green. Gets it. Johnson taken away. And here is Sophie B. Wright with the basketball. And gets it out, and it's Smith. Smith, good pass on the drive, swings it out. Outside, and it's Landry. Landry shot. No good. Rebound is St. Aug. And outside, and here's Green. Green bringing it up. St. Aug likes to slow it down, try to go to a high-low. Outside is Merritt. Merritt, we go to the 5-minute mark. Merritt outside, Green. Green back to Merritt. Merritt gets the pick. Green, three-pointer, in for Derek Green for the Purple Knights. 1-point lead for St. Aug. Outside is Derek Smith. Smith gets it outside, and it's McGinnis back to Smith. Smith, and gets it outside, and it's Landry. Now Smith, the fadeaway, no good. Rebound is the Purple Knights. And Green on the outside. Then Derek Smith, three is no good. Rebound is Sophie B. Wright. And here's Landry. Landry hold it, gets it outside, and it's Smith. Derek Smith looking for the pick. He does. Double team coming.
Trap.
Good defense by the Purple Knights. And timeout's called by Sophie B. Wright. That'll be the first time out.
Trapped him.
Big time trap. Couldn't have nowhere to go.
Good trap defense there. High school basketball on Crescent City Sports is brought to you by Lamarck Motor Company in Kenner. Lamarck Quick Lane Services. All makes and models, batteries, tires, oil changes, and more. All done quickly while you enjoy some popcorn. Lamarck Quick Lane Services. Must be a reason.
And like we're talking about former players, like we mentioned, Wanto Joseph, very good player. He used to play for Xavier, Old Prairie Walker High School under Brian Gibson. Gerald Green was a Purple Knight as well. He played way back in the 80s.
Gerald Green?
Gerald Lewis, I'm going to say.
No, Gerald Lewis played for St. Martin.
St. Martin's,
Yes.
excuse me, you're
Yes.
right.
He was played for St. Martin.
He had family that played for St. Aug, but
St. Martin's, and went to Southern Methodist University and had a really good career over there.
corner three, no good for Landry. Loose ball, good rebound, layup. Oh, off the rim, good rebound again. Layup's good. Hustle and bustle for Dennis Wells, and he gets it in there.
Working that glass, Mr. Dennis Wells, 6'4" senior, showing his stuff.
And the Purple Knights with the ball outside is Duncan. And appreciate the correction on that one. I knew you had some ties to St. Aug, but But he went to St. Martin's.
We'll talk about ties later. But yeah, he does have ties too.
Right. Appreciate you having my back there. And Green, good trap on the corner. The three-pointer, Hubert Calise gets it started with a three.
Hubert Calise coming in and knocking down the three.
And he's not too long just coming back to the team. He's been out for a little bit. Double team, and here comes the Purple Knights with the steal. Here's Kennedy. Kennedy on the break. The layup's good for Bobby Kennedy. Purple Knights up 4. Outside McGinnis. Now goes to Smith. Outside is Landry. Landry. Fade away. No good. Rebound St. Aug. Purple Knights will have it. Calise gets it outside. Three-pointer up. No good. But Duncan rebound is the Warriors. Smith almost taken away. Gets it across. The three. No good for Washington. And here comes St. Aug looking to run. Green three is no good. Rebound is Sophie B. Wright. Sophie B. Wright. Landry has it. Landry. Step. Blocked. Another loose ball. Landry. Get it. Hustle and bustle right there, folks. That is, you could say, street ball there. Devontae Landry with the nice layup.
That's yard ball.
Yes. That's what we seen just now. You're right about that. Yard ball. And Turner Duncan slowing it down as Coach Gerald Lewis, he wants his team to play at his pace. Outside, Green. Green trying to go in. Good defense, out of bounds. Sophie B. Wright basketball. Coming in for Sophie B. Wright will be Jared Jones. For the Purple Knights, it'll be Peyton Mohead and Josh Jackson for the Purple Knights. I'm going to say Devin Johnson back in for the Purple Knights. They're swinging outside, and it is Caliste. Gets it. Duncan. And Purple Knights did not pay attention, out of bounds. And there will be Sophie B. Wright ball.
Mix up there. Turner was looking for a guy there on the wing, and the wing wasn't looking for him.
Right about that. Smith. Derek Smith on the outside. Derek Smith will drive. Smith. Shot. No good. Rebound is the Purple Knights. And here is Duncan. Duncan swings it on the side with under a minute left first half. Corner. Johnson loose ball, and Sophie B will have it. And here comes the Warriors. Washington will set it up. 42 seconds left. Ja'Cory Washington, drive, layup, no good. Loose ball, and it will be St. Augustine basketball. It'll be 35.5 seconds left, first quarter. 2-point lead for St. Aug. As Sophie B setting up in a press. Duncan gets it back, and it's Merritt. Cy Merritt. Not related to our Merritt guys over here. Pump fake.
Might be.
Might be. You just don't know. You're right about that. Outside. Might be deep on the side of the family. Now Purple Knights holding it to the last, now with 10. Duncan on the outside, the three, no good. Rebound with 5, loose ball, and it will be Sophie B. Wright basketball. 3.3 seconds left in the first quarter. Jones will try to get the ball in. It is Smith with 2. Smith, the chance, the shot, the shorts. Your score at the end of the first quarter, St. Augustine Purple Knights 8. Sophie B. Wright Warriors 6. And let's get a word from our sponsor. This is the 2023 InspireNOLA MLK basketball class right here on Crescent City Sports. Ro Brown, take it away.
Excellence at InspireNOLA doesn't end in the classroom. From championship-winning sports teams to renowned bands, choirs, and performing arts, plus leadership opportunities and strong academics, we make sure that all of our students excel. Apply to join the InspireNOLA family for the 2023-2024 school year at Andrew Wilson, Alice Hart, Dwight D. Eisenhower, Pierre Capto, Edna Carr, Eleanor McMain, and McDonough 35 by visiting InspireNOLA charterschools.org. That's InspireNOLA charterschools.org. The deadline to apply, Friday, January 20th.
And welcome back right here at Carr High School in Algiers, Louisiana. It is the 2023 InspireNOLA.org MLK Basketball Classic, and it's starting to be a yearly tradition here in New Orleans, and this is our second year in a row we are doing this. We'd like to thank InspireNOLA.org for letting us come here, and also to Edna Carr and athletic director and head coach Taurus Howard for all the great hospitality today.
8 points in the first quarter for the Purple Knights. 3 from Hubert Calise, 3 from Danderic Green, and 2 from Bobby Kennedy.
Washington, 3! Knocks it down. Ja'Cory Washington, 1 point lead for the Warriors.
Washington wipes that lead out very quickly. He now has 3 points on the afternoon. Dennis Wells has 2. Devontae Landry has 2 as well. And Derek Smith has 2.
Duncan with the ball. And St. Aug plays to their pace. Outside was Moorhead, now back out Duncan. Duncan now to Moorhead, now outside, and it is Johnson. Duncan, Moorhead looking. Now outside Merritt, the jumper, no good. Rebound tap, no good. Rebound is Sophie B. And outside. And here comes Smith. Smith looking, goes on outside the three-pointer corner, no good for Jones. And here comes St. Aug, the Purple Knights. Merritt on the outside. Merritt looking to drive. Foul's called. And the foul will be on Jared Jones. That'll be his first.
Jared Jones, his first.
So Purple Knights will try to get the ball in. 6:48 left in the first half. They're swinging outside. Merritt. Merritt will drive. Layups block. Merritt gets it back up and in. Side Merritt. And it's a 1 point lead for the Purple Knights. 10-9. And outside be Smith. Smith. Washington. Double teams coming. Washington. Good pass on the inside. The reverse. No good. Rebound, layup's good, and a foul. Dennis Wells cleans it up on the middle, and he gets it done in the foul.
Wells working inside. He now has 4 points, and he could make it 5 with this free throw.
Cy Merritt is called for the foul, be his first. It'll be on a line, shooting possibly the three-point play, Dennis Wells. The free throws off the rim, rebound, Purple Knights, and here comes Duncan. Duncan, outside Merritt. Merritt, twist, turns, shot, and no good. Out of bounds, and it'll be Sophie Wright basketball. I ran into somebody downstairs, somebody downstairs row, and he was telling me, they're not letting you talk a little bit.
That what?
They're not letting you talk.
Oh, I'm talking quite enough.
Exactly. I don't understand that. And here is Merritt on the break. He misses it. Trying to get the driving layup, and here comes Sophie B. Driving and out of bounds. It will stay Warriors basketball as Jones trying to go to the goal.
Yeah, he tried to make his move there. Good hands again by the Purple Knights on this one. And we got Cy Merritt coming out of the game, and he's replaced by Danderic Green.
And they're trying to get the ball outside, and it is Washington who have it outside. And that is Smith. Smith, jumper off the rim. Rebound is Caliste and the Purple Knights. It'll be Duncan bringing it up. St. Aug running at least 7-8. Duncan, 3 is good for Turner Duncan. 2 point lead for the Purple Knights.
Turner Duncan comes up with long-range baskets when the Purple Knights needed most, as he did last Friday night against Carr.
Washington, drive, layup's good for Ja'Cory Washington.
Gorgeous drive by Ja'Cory Washington, who now has 5 points.
Now we're tied at 13. Duncan, outside Green. Green Gets it outside, and it is Johnson. Now to Moorhead. Khalees, the jumper off the rim, but he's going to the line for 2 shots.
Hubert Khalees standing there at the elbow and tried to hit the turnaround.
Derek Smith called for the foul, his first. Khalees with 2 shots for the Purple Knights.
Hubert Khalees, talk about ties or, bloodlines or whatever. His father was an outstanding football player at George Washington Carver.
And
wide receiver who went on to San Diego State, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow. And I'm wondering if it was before Marshall or
it was
after Marshall. Okay. Interesting. It's something else. Certain New Orleanians go to San Diego State and put that program on a map. Marshall Falk, Hubert Khalees, and then Michael Franklin.
Yeah. There were a number of them out there.
Absolutely.
Ray Peterson from Walker. Yep.
And look at exactly. And look at San Diego State now. How that program has become now. Foul's called. It'll be called on then Derek Green. That'll be his first. Khalees, he's like the lone. He's a senior. I think he's not junior or senior, but he's the lone member of that state championship team for St. Augustine. The 3-pointer, no good. And Purple Knights bringing it up. They swing it outside. Duncan to Khalees. Khalees, he was a huge key for the state championship win for the Purple Knights a couple years ago. Now Duncan setting it up. Green on the outside. 4:27 left first half. And Lester Arnold gets it out, and now it is Merritt. Khalees turnaround, no good. Rebound. It is Sophie B brings it up. And it's Landry. Landry gets it outside. Smith launches, no good. Rebound. Washington. Washington pump fakes, and the Warriors will hold.
He thought about it.
Landry. Got it!
Think about it.
He thought about it, didn't. Got the Landry. Devontae Landry knocks it down.
5 points now for Devontae Landry on that long 3-pointer.
2-point lead for Sophie B. Wright. And outside is Arnold. Outside now it is Green who sets it up. Green will drive. Duncan. 3. No good. Rebound, and it's Sophie B. Wright. And here's Landry. Landry gets it across. Now to Smith. 3:27 left first half. Warriors 2-point lead. Outside Landry. Landry driving. Layup. No good. And loose ball out of bounds. It will stay. Sophie B. Wright. Coming in for the Purple Knights. Bobby Kennedy for Sophie B. Wright. It will be Dennis Wells and also Tyrone Minor. Correction, I meant to say Edward McGinnis. Correction on that one. So Sophie B with the basketball. Landry will hold. Swings it outside. And it's Washington. Twist turns. Washington loses it. Foul call. And foul will be called on Lester Arnold. Arnold, that'll be his first. That'll be his first foul.
Yeah.
So Sophie B looking to be patient. Smith to Landry. 1 under 3 minutes left, first half. Smith with the pick. Swings it outside. The 3-pointer. Washington, no good. Rebound is St. Aug. Very low scoring first half here. Green on the outside. Khalees swings it out. Merritt. Merritt will drive. No good on the dunk. And here comes Sophie B. And they're looking on the break. Landry will get it back, and he's fouled.
Needed a little more elevation on that slam dunk attempt.
Indeed.
Tried to make it look like a LeBron James tomahawk, but just needed a little more. He's a sophomore. Next year, he'll probably able to do that.
Yes. Simon Merritt tried, not just once, but twice with drives and came up short. Outside Smith. Smith will get the jump shot off the rim. Rebound is the Purple Knights, but loose ball. Purple Knights will have it. Here comes Green. Green looking to run. Green goes to, but a block. A foul is called there. So the foul will be on Dennis Wells. That'll be his second.
Dennis got his money's worth on that foul.
It'll be 2 shots coming up for Derek Green for the Purple Knights.
A big man clobbering, perhaps, it's almost one of the smallest man on the court, for that matter.
Absolutely. Coming in for Sophie B. Wright will be Tyrone Minor, as Wells takes a seat. 1 point lead. The free throw good. We're tied at 16 apiece. Timeout, Purple Knights. It'll be a 30-second timeout. And a word from our sponsor, Roe Brown. Go ahead, take it away.
All righty, InspireNOLA Charter Schools, one of the highest performing open enrollment charter management organizations in New Orleans. This is only possible through the unmatched dedication and unwavering focus on student growth from our talented teachers. Do you or someone you know have what it takes to join our team and teach our incredible students? To apply, go to InspireNOLACharterschools.org. That's InspireNOLACharterschools.org and join our family today. InspireNOLA Charter Schools on this, the InspireNOLA Martin Luther King Classic.
And we'd like to thank InspireNOLA for having us here for the second year in a row. On behalf of CreditCitySports.com, Ken Trahan, Lenny Van Gilder, Roe Brown, and myself, we are honored to be here today to bring you this action and give a lot of love and showing how much of the coverage that we care about all the schools in the area in New Orleans.
Yeah, this is a really good event.
Absolutely.
You know, it's been well attended, and competition has been terrific.
And a very good crowd here. Look like it's almost close to being capacity. 3-pointer Landry off the rim, rebound. And Sophie B will reset with 1:50 left. Smith on the outside. They swing the three. Good! And that's Edward McGinnis. A huge 3-point lead for the Warriors. And here's Green. Merritt on the outside. Gets it back on now outside. Green. Merritt on the outside. They give it to Khalees. Back to Merritt. Merritt drives again. Merritt short. Rebound. And a block again on, but a foul's called. Kennedy tried to go up with it. But the foul will be on Edward McGinnis. That'll be his first. There'll be 2 shots coming up for Bobby Kennedy.
Bobby Kennedy, a 6'4" junior, standing at the line, has 2 points on the afternoon. Trying to increase his club's lead.
Free throw's good on their first one.
Excuse me, trying to cut the lead to 2.
And ladies and gentlemen, this is just game number 2. Game number 3 of the triple header coming up next. The free throw off. And Sophie B with the rebound. We're coming close to a minute. 1:15 left. Outside is Smith. Washington gives it back to Smith, and they got to get across. They do. Washington almost a travel. Gets it outside. 3-corner. No good. Rebound is St. O. Minute to go in the first half. Khalees with the basketball gets it outside to Green. Green outside, inside Merritt with the basketball. Now outside, back to Green. Green will hold with 45. I wouldn't be surprised St. O might hold it for the last. Allnark trying to go inside, and like a foul is called on that one. Make it, I believe that's a kick ball right there.
Yeah.
So it'll reset. And go outside. 3, no good for Green. Loose ball, still a loose ball. And Sophie B has it, and a timeout call. Good, smart timeout by the Warriors. 33.5 seconds left in your first half. Like we mentioned, second game of the doubleheader coming up next.
Don't forget about the nightcap.
The nightcap. Two InspireNOLA schools will close it out. Eleanor McMain against Edna Carr. Now we'll be following this ball game, the rematch of last year's two big ball games. One went to overtime at McMain in a controversial ball game, which Carr got the job done, but then McMain gets payback and gets the win in the state semifinals.
Yeah, they had some pretty good outings last year.
Yes.
Some pretty interesting outings. Yeah,
Absolutely.
good ball games, good competition, two good teams.
Two very good teams, two very good coaches, and Coach Torres Howard of Edna Carr and Stephen Kelly of Eleanor McMain. And credit McMain right now, they had to go with a late start to the season because of an incident at a jamboree. And right now they are to a 5-1 start for Eleanor McMain after the reset. And they get it out. And it is Smith. Smith, good defense. 25 seconds, they get it across. Deflected. Kickball, and it will be Sophie B. Wright's basketball. 23 seconds left.
That only works in the World Cup, not here.
Absolutely. Man, and what a World Cup it was. Ja'Cory Washington gets it outside, and it's Smith. Derek Smith with 18 seconds. And it will be a traveling call. And Coach Wanto Joseph let him know about it.
He just picked up the ball with the other hand in the middle of the dribble, and I'm sure he didn't mean to do it, but nonetheless, it's out there in the open, in front of everyone.
Right in front of the official.
St. Aug should play for the last shot.
And they will. Duncan with 10. Now with 9. Now with 8. Khalees on the outside with 5. Duncan with 4. Duncan with 3. He'll try to go inside. Good defense. And that'll be the end of the first half. Your score, Sophie B. Wright, the Warriors 19, the St. Augustine Purple Knights 17. What a good first half here between these two squads. And I tell you, it's going to be an interesting second half. And this is going to be another great game that could come down to the wire.
Absolutely. Low scoring game, 19-17, as you said. Sophie B. Wright with the advantage, but it's been low scoring because we've had some good defense and we've had some teams that have been very patient offensively. Both clubs have been pretty much. And so I'm looking forward to the second half.
Me too. So let's go ahead and take a timeout. We'll be back with the second half of Sophie B. Wright and St. Augustine. Your score, the Sophie B. Wright Warriors 19, St. Augustine Purple Knights 17. This is the 2023 InspireNOLA.org MLK Basketball Classic right here at CrescentCitySports.com.
halftime for the 5th game of the MLK Classic, brought to you by InspireNOLA. Talk a little bit about now NOLA Love. It's an initiative that the InspireNOLA Charter Network started, as we said in the earlier game, to personify love as an act of service by fostering and creating environments that will address students' academic outcomes, social and emotional well-being, family and mental health awareness inside an InspireNOLA classroom and beyond. In the background for all this, InspireNOLA recognizes that we all have to play an active role in decreasing the negative influences and choices of our youth, both now and in the future, and we must advocate for our students beyond academics and what occurs in the classroom. Recent reports suggest that the most recent increase in crimes being reported in New Orleans are committed by our youth, and we must act quickly to change the outcome. Between 2016 and 2019, juvenile felony arrests in New Orleans more than doubled from 300 to 735, according to statistics compiled by the Orleans Parish Juvenile Court. So a tip of the hat to InspireNOLA with this initiative of NOLA Love. And this event is one of those initiatives, the MLK Classic, brought to you by InspireNOLA Charter District. Halftime, Sophie B. Wright, 19, St. Augustine, 17.
Thank you, Ro Brown. Definitely appreciate it. And big ups to InspireNOLA. We thank them so much for having us here for the 2nd year in a row. And also for Edna Carr and head coach and athletic director Torrance Howard to take care of us. Great hospitality and everything to do these games today. And a great day today for MLK Day. Very good first half. VK Jones right here with you on the play-by-play. The legend, Ro Brown. Guess who you're hearing also with me? I mean, a real good first half indeed, and very low scoring. But it's going to look like it's going to come down to the wire. And the key to me is almost like who's going to make the less mistakes. And whoever makes the less mistakes is going to win the ball game.
I think you're right about that. I think you're absolutely correct about that as we get this one started. For Sophie B. Wright, Dennis Wells has 4 points, and he also has 2 fouls in this contest. 5 points for Devontae Landry, the 6'4" junior. Another 5 points for Ja'Cory Washington, who's only a sophomore. And on the St. Aug side, Hubert Calise came in and hit a 3-pointer. And Derek Green, the junior guard, has 5 points. And Bobby Kennedy has 3. Cy Merritt, 2 points on the afternoon. Turner Duncan, 3. And we're about to get the second half started.
Here we go. Purple Knights will start the second half with possession. They go the other way. Green. Outside is Merritt. Outside is Duncan. Green, good catch, shoot, score for Bobby Kennedy.
Ran that one very nicely. Nice execution by the Purple Knights to tie it.
And tied up 19 apiece. Smith bringing it across. Derek Smith, the double team coming. And Smith, floater off the rim, rebound, layup off the rim. Rebound, St. Aug with the ball and out of bounds, and it will stay Purple Knights basketball.
We've seen lots of missed in-close putbacks today. Previous game had a lot of those, and we've had some in this contest.
And bringing it up will be Duncan outside, and it'll be Duncan who will have it. Duncan gets it outside Merritt. Merritt crosses over. Merritt, the jumper, good for Cy Merritt.
Oh, nice move by the young Mr. Cy Garrett to give the Purple Knights a 2-point advantage.
Yeah, I think that's the distant cousin of Madden Ship right there, man. I mean, it's in the blood. We had a Kurt Merritt that went to Destrehan. That was real nice. And here comes Smith. Smith, the jump shot, short. He's fouled. 2 shots coming up. And the foul will be called. Devin Johnson, that'll be his first. So there'll be 2 shots coming up for Sophie B. Wright and Derek Smith.
First team foul.
First free throw, no good. One more for Smith.
Shooting one more, number 15, Derek Smith Jr.
Lewis urging his team to continue to work. The second free throw in and out. And here comes Green and the Purple Knights. 2-point lead for St. Aug. Duncan outside Merritt. Merritt. Good pass. Kennedy shot. No good. Rebound is Sophie B. Wright. Washington looking to run. Landry on the outside. The three. Get it!
Ooh.
Devontae Landry knocks it down. 1-point lead for the Warriors.
Landry looking smooth and very comfortable on that three-point shot.
And Green gets it to Merritt. Now Duncan. Duncan now to Green. Green will drive. Jump shots good. But then Derek Green. 1-point lead for St. Aug.
And Derek Green now has 7 points for the Purple Knights. Landry on the other side also has 7. Excuse me, he has 8 to lead all scorers.
Washington will drive the move. By the move there by Ja'Cory Washington. 1-point lead. And looks like this is a good start to this second half. Good execution by both teams.
The pace is quicker this half thus far.
Merritt crosses over. Green. Green. Three. No good. Rebound Duncan. Duncan, the fadeaway. Got it! Turner Duncan timeout for the Purple Knights.
Turner Duncan now has 5 points. Perhaps he's starting to heat up for the Purple Knights.
1-point lead for St. Augustine, 25-24. And like we mentioned earlier in the game, there's some great early games earlier. We'll give you an update on that in a second. Word from our sponsor, Ro Brown, take it away.
High school basketball on Crescent City Sports is brought to you by Gibbs Construction, a leader in the construction industry in Louisiana and the Gulf Coast for more than 45 years, transforming dreams, visions, and plans into reality. Gibbs Construction, proud sponsor of high school basketball on Crescent City Sports.
We had updates for the early games today. Game 1, McKinley over McDonald 35, 34-19. And then Scotlandville, game number 2, gets it done over Booker T. Washington, 54-36. Game 3, Northside, a huge victory over Carver. And I think Rowe has that final score, I believe.
51-46.
51-46.
Northside over Carver.
And then game 4, we gave that to you on Crescent City Sports. 58-52, Southside, a huge victory over Landry. Loose ball and shot deflected, and outside, Sophie B will try to reset. Washington, he'll get it to Smith. Smith crosses over. Smith, drive, layup, no good. Rebound, no good. And St. Aug with a huge stop with a 1-point lead. Khalees gets it outside, swings it out. And it's Johnson now to Khalees, now to Green. Green, Khalees launches, no good. Rebound, Purple Knights, and a foul call. 2 shots coming up for Devin Johnson.
And that foul should be on Dennis Wells. Would that be his third personal?
Yes, sir. 3rd foul for Dennis Wells.
Dennis Wells Jr., his 3rd.
2 shots coming up for Devin Johnson.
At the line, number 13, and Devin Johnson.
First free throw good. Purple Knights looking for 2 straight wins. They had a big victory last Friday against Edna Carr with a home game at McDonald 35. St. Augustine been playing most of their home games at St. Mary's High School near New Orleans East. Second free throw good. And coming in will be Turner Duncan. And I think the Purple Knights will be probably using McDonald 35 gym maybe furthermore in the season, especially for big games, especially for the playoffs. But I know I heard the St. Mary's gym is not bad size, but knowing they're going to have the big games, they're going to have to get bigger venues a little bit. because the gym's under construction. The jump shot's missed by Dennis Smith. Purple Knights will have it. And here's Khalees. Khalees, Duncan, 3. Ooh, in and out. Rebound is, and the takeaway, the layup's good. Washington did not pay attention, and Cy Merritt took it away and got the bucket.
Cy Merritt, Johnny on the spot, made him pay for it.
And here's the Purple Knights again on the run. Duncan, the layup, and now charge. I don't know about that one. They could say it's an out-of-control foul, but to me, the defender wasn't really set. But the officials can call any way they want. But, man, it's a shaky call sometimes, Ro, especially with a charge call.
Yeah, well, a lot of times it's a judgment call. You can't tell sometimes
Agreed.
whether or not people are set or not. And in the in the heat of the moment, I mean, we could always go back and look at a slow motion replay, but unfortunately, those people don't get that opportunity.
Right, exactly. We don't get that in high school basketball.
Coach Gerald Lewis, the head coach out there, doing a little housekeeping, wiping up the floor with the towel. That's very nice of him. And you mentioned his ties to St. Augustine. I guess his main tie was one of his older brothers, Dwayne Lewis, was an outstanding All-State player on the 1983 undefeated St. Augustine team, 35-0. They won the state title. As a look at that, I don't know. What do you think? What do you think, Chip? Charge? Yeah, it looked like a charge.
Okay.
It looked like he was there.
According to our
looking at the replay.
The replay guy, Mr. Merritt. Smith with the ball. Smith will bring it across. Smith will drive, and offensive foul going the other way. This time, that will be on Derek Smith. That'll be his second. Now, it's a couple basketball Purple Knights, and I was talking to Wade Mason, one of my former classmates, and somebody was talking to him about that 83 team, that undefeated team, comparing to the national championship St. Augustine, and it was like, yeah, y'all went undefeated, but we beat the best teams in the nation. So, three-pointer Green, got it! Then Derek Green extends the lead for the Purple Knights by 8, 32-24.
That should put Green at double figures, I think.
I think so. Outside, Smith. Smith will drive. The jump shot. Short. Rebound is Khalees and the Purple Knights. Purple Knights looking to run it. Khalees launches. Get it! Purple Knights by double figures. Timeout called by Sophie B. Wright. Wow.
St. Augustine on a run. Hubert Khalees with the three-pointer. That gives him 6 points on the evening. And as you mentioned, BK, that lead is now double figures, 11 points. Trailing 19-17 at the half. And they've come out in this third period and taken control of this contest.
8-0 run for the Purple Knights. They're taking an 11-point lead. BK Jones, Roe Brown with you. And man, this has been a very good day so far. This has been so far maybe the most one-sided games we've seen, but we're gonna see what happens with Sophie B coming up in these next couple minutes.
Yep.
If they can bounce back here, because they're a team that don't go away.
But I mentioned one of Gerald's older brothers, Dwayne Lewis, was an outstanding player, as I said, on that undefeated 1983 state championship team. And that team, that Donald Royal, of course, who went on to Notre Dame.
Yes.
On that club, and a guy on the bench who rarely played named Avery Johnson. And it was a good team. It's a good team.
What you think? Now, I'm gonna ask you this as a historian.
I'm not gonna answer, but you can ask.
Which team was better?
I'm not gonna answer, but you can ask.
You're not gonna answer that.
You can ask. You're welcome to ask.
I'm not gonna answer. You're not gonna answer.
They're both a good team.
Both are very good teams.
Very good team.
Big time historic at St. Augustine. But also a player that played with Donald Royal at Notre Dame is that's the head coach at Dillard right now, Joe Price.
Right.
He's done a great job at Dillard. He's in the building.
And he's a giant.
Absolutely.
You know what that means? He's a giant. He went to Marion High School.
Oh, wow.
Legendary high school in Indiana basketball. And, number of state championships. Great coach there, legendary coach he played for. And That's the deal.
And the rebound, here comes St. Aug. As Sophie B came up short, here's Khalees. Khalees, the pass, corner, the three. Get it! And the foul! Turner Duncan. Purple Knights with 3 straight threes. They're lighting it up in the third quarter.
A possible 4-point play by Turner Duncan. I told you, he comes up with those long-range shots at the right times for St. Augustine, as he did last Friday night. You know, he pretty much carried the team at the end and carried them to victory in that one. Now he could come up with a 4-point play.
Jared Jones committed the foul, his second. Coming in for the Purple Knights, Lester Arnold. Turner Duncan going on the line for a 4-point play there. Purple Knights by 15. Continuing a 12-0 run for St. Aug.
Duncan now has 9 points on the evening.
Smith with the basketball for Sophie B. Loses it, but he gets it back. Double team, foul's called. A little bit of a reach in right there for the Purple Knights. Very close, but a reach in. The foul will be on number 12, Peyton Muhammad. It will be his first.
Sophie B. Wright seems to be having problems with the pressure.
And Smith gets it across. Smith looking. He will hold it. Smith swings it outside. Landry got it! That could get Sophie B back in it. Let's see. 12-point lead now for the Purple Knights. Khalees will bring it up. Outside. And it's Muhammad. Outside goes Cy Merritt. Cy Merritt crosses over. Outside Muhammad. Muhammad swings it out. Khalees. Khalees. Outside, it's McClellan. McClellan now. Cy Merritt, 1:34 left. Swings it out of bounds. Sophie B. Wright basketball.
Devontae Landry for Sophie B. Wright now in double figures with 11 points.
Coming in for the Purple Knights will be Devin Johnson.
St. Augustine with some new numbers and some fresh legs in there.
Bobby Kennedy in for the Purple Knights. Gerald Lewis is really conducting things with his bench, bringing in fresh legs in for the Purple Knights. And here is Smith, starting to wear down Sophie B. Wright. And Smith will hold, Sophie B. being patient. They get it to Washington. 1:15, Washington crosses over, 3. Get it! A big 3-pointer there by Ja'Cory Washington. And man, I tell you what, a third quarter so far.
Double figures for Ja'Cory Washington now with 10 points.
And a 9-point lead for St. Augustine.
The lead was 15, right?
Yep, Dex McClellan. McClellan looking. The drive, misses, rebound. Jump ball, and it will go to Sophie B. Wright.
Nice move by McClellan there. He kind of faked me out. I thought he was going to dish the ball off to the guy in the corner. He faked the pass and went right to the basket, but couldn't close the deal.
Derek Smith with the basketball, under a minute, 50 seconds. Now 48 seconds. Smith will get it across. Smith will drive, layup. Get it! But Derek Smith, my goodness. Wow. What a third quarter lead, cut to 7. 32 seconds left. Cy Merritt to the hole. Offensive foul. And here comes the Warriors. They're not going away, folks. We said it ourselves that let's see the next couple of minutes what they can do to get back up. And they have got back up. They have got back up quickly to cut the lead to 7.
Personal foul number 2 on Cy Merritt. 28.5 seconds to go in the third, and Sophie B could cut into it a little more.
24 seconds. Smith, Washington. Washington pump fakes. He gets it across. Washington looks around. Washington shakes, bakes. Washington to the hole. Foul. 2 shots coming off of Ja'Cory Washington. the foul is called on, it'll be Dex McClellan. That'll be his first.
Corey Washington at the line, right? He's a sophomore, just a sophomore. Good-looking player.
2 shots for Washington in double figures for the Warriors. First one's good. Sophie B's making them free throws, and I'm going to give him the credit on that. That's keeping them in it. 6-point lead, 12 seconds left, third quarter. Second free throw's good. Lead cut to 5.
12
now
points,
Duncan with
Washington.
10. Duncan with 8. Now Duncan with 6. He's got to make a move with 4. Duncan pump fakes. The jumper. Get it! Turner Duncan for the Purple Knights. A big answer for St. Aug. Your score at the end of the third quarter. The St. Augustine Purple Knights 41. The Sophie B. Wright Warriors 34. Let's take a timeout. We're coming right back. This is the 2023 InspireNOLA.org MLK Basketball Classic right here on CrescentCitySports.com. And welcome back as we start the fourth quarter. VK Jones, Roe Brown with you. Purple Knights up 7, 41-34. As Purple Knights has first possession. Police outside Duncan. Duncan outside the green. Green looking. Green will drive. Shot. Traveling.
Came down on the floor. Went up, came down, then put up and shot. Good travel.
So steps on the Purple Knights, and Wells comes back in for Sophie B. Wright. He's coming in with 3 fouls for Sophie B. Wright. Here's Washington on the outside. Washington crosses over. He'll hold it. Washington driving. Deflected, but Wells has it. Now, goes inside Washington. Gets it out, Landry. Landry holds it, but he lost the ball and timeout. Good timeout there by Wanto Joseph. And he's got to get some things in control here, because the Warriors having a chance to cut the lead further. 7:03 left in the ball game. Still a 7-point lead for St. Augustine. VK Jones, Roe Brown. What a third quarter, Roe. Going into this last quarter. The pace picked up a little bit more. St. Aug 12-0 run to have a 15-point lead. But how about Sophie B coming back with an 8-0 run of their own to cut the lead to 7, ending the third quarter.
This was a low-scoring game, and the first 2 quarters were low-scoring quarters, obviously. It was 8-6 at the end of the first quarter, but as you said, the third quarter things heated up. I think it was a 24-15 quarter for St. Aug's advantage. So that's a lot of scoring in one quarter compared to the previous 2.
Coming up, game number 3 of the triple header and final game of the InspireNOLA.org MLK Basketball Classic. two of the InspireNOLA's own. Eleanor McMain against Edna Carr. That'll be our last game right here on the home floor of Edna Carr High School on their brand new campus in its second year of existence of the school in the new location. Used to be on Huntley Drive, now here. This used to be the property of Joel and Smith Hospital. Now it's Edna Carr. Jump shot's good by Smith. Derek Smith with a huge shot. Cuts the lead to 5. And outside is Green. 6:41 left in your ball game. Green. Outside Duncan. Duncan will try to drive it. Johnson, good deflection, and here's Sophie B with the ball. A chance for the Warriors. Outside Landry 3. Off the rim, rebound. Wells has it for Sophie B. Wright. Washington, pump fakes. Washington, the drive. Foul. And the foul will be on Devin Johnson. It'll be his second.
Foul on number 13, Devin Johnson, his second.
2 shots coming up for Ja'Cory Washington.
Number 22, Ja'Cory Washington.
Free throw off the rim. Coming in for the Purple Knights, Cy Merritt. .613 left, 5-point lead for the Purple Knights. Second free throw in. Now it's a 4-point lead at 41-37. Green brings it up for St. O. Green outside is Duncan. Duncan looking outside. Merritt now to Green. Gives it to Duncan. Now Merritt. Merritt will hold. Merritt. Kalista 3. No good. Rebound. Loose ball out of bounds. It will stay Purple Knights basketball. Sophie B looking for the big stop. And they're playing really hard and tough defense. Outside, Green. Goes to Duncan. 5:37 left. Outside, Cy Merritt. Cy Merritt, good pass on the inside. Devin Johnson, layup, good.
Nice pass.
Devin
Gorgeous
Johnson,
pass.
yeah, absolutely. Great pass by the Purple Knights. Good job sharing the ball, and outside is Smith. Now to get it to Washington. Washington will hold. 6-point lead. Now Smith will have it. Smith will drive it. Floater. And a shot in for Dennis Wells. Looked like a short lob. Wells cleaned it up.
It was a lob. Wasn't above the rim, but it was a lob, so it worked.
Outside goes Khalees. Khalees will hold. Khalees looking for the pick. And he'll go against Wells. Outside will be Green. Green gets the pick. Green, good double team. Outside, the timeout call on the Purple Knights. It'll be a 30-second timeout. And a word, and let's get a word from our sponsor, Mr. Ro Brown. Take it away, Ro.
High school basketball on Crescent City Sports is brought to you by the Lamarck Motor Company in Kenner. The Lamarck Pre-Owned has a huge selection of pre-owned vehicles, all makes and models. We even have great deals for under $12,000. Lamarck Pre-Owned. Must be a reason.
And with 4:33 left in your ball game here, Purple Knights 39. Purple Knights 43. The Warriors 39. A very good ball game here. Both teams looking for a huge win. Purple Knights looking to get their second straight win of the season, having their first winning streak since early in the season when they went on a 5-game winning streak. Warriors looking to get their 18th victory of the season and doing it without head coach Jason Bertrand, as Wanto Joseph doing a good job stepping in his absence. He's been a long-time assistant under Bertrand. Bertrand, a former Kennedy Cougar, played under Brian Gibson. He was an assistant under Gibson and the Old Prairie Walker great teams that went to the top 28 before he went to Landry when it reopened, and then he went to Sophie B and took over. Good drive. Green gets it in to Derek Green. A huge drive and layup. 6-point lead for the Purple Knights. Smith gets it across. Smith looking. Outside Washington. Pump fakes Washington. Gets it out. Smith. The double team coming. Smith gets it outside. Jones, the three, got it off the bank. Bank is open on holidays.
Jared Jones with the three. Banking it off the glass. Looked like Sam Jones back in the Boston Celtics days when he used to do that all the time.
Foul is called, and that'll be on Derek Smith. That'll be his third. We seen a bank shot a couple weeks ago in the Sugar Bowl tournament. We just like the bank open on Saturdays. I guess the bank is open on holidays too. Outside is Duncan. Outside is Merritt. Merritt loses it. Oh, and it is over and back, and the Warriors will get it.
Over and back.
Big stop there by the Warriors.
Huge turnover.
Sophie B looking to try to cut the lead further or try for the tie. Outside, Washington. Washington gets it out Smith. Smith looking. Gets it, Washington looking for the cut. Washington gets it to Smith. The double team coming. Washington, pump fakes. Gets it out to Smith once again. Smith, the double team coming. Smith will drive. The pass. Good deflection out of bounds, and credit Khalees getting in there and making a stop.
Yep, that was going to be a basket there by Dennis Wells, but Hubert Khalees knocked it away, knocked it out of bounds.
Wells on the outside. Now Landry gets it to Smith. The double team coming, and he gets away. Smith, jumper, good! The lead cut to one. Derek Smith.
Very nicely done.
Good job getting through the double and making that jump shot. Now Green with it. St. Aug looking to answer. Green off the rim. Rebound. No good by Devin Johnson, and foul called. And Purple Knights is called for the foul. And it'll be bonus time.
Cy Merritt.
Cy Merritt with his third. It'll be a 1-and-1 coming up for Dennis Wells.
And a chance to take the lead. Seems like it was only a couple minutes ago. It was a 15-point lead or something.
Yeah, exactly. Free throw off the rim. Rebound, Purple Knights. Loose ball, but here comes St. Aug. Looking to run, Johnson. Layup, got it for Devin Johnson. Purple Knights up by 3. Now Smith with the basketball. 2:26 left in a good one. Smith, twist, turns, gets it outside. Washington, shot, oh good, but he's going to the line for 2.
Derek Smith and Ja'Cory Washington, 2 young men. One's a sophomore, and well, it falls on Devin Johnson.
Third foul on Johnson. Washington on the line for 2 shots. First one's good. Yep, Washington's a sophomore. Smith is a senior, so they're really working well together in the second half.
Ja'Cory Washington also at the free throw line. If he hits this free throw, he is at 15 points on the night.
And he does. Lead cut to 1, 47-46. Outside is Khalees, now Duncan. Purple Knights have been, they only scored maybe about 4 points this quarter. Outside, Green Green will drive. Green, no good. The rebound, Duncan. Got it for Turner Duncan. What a rebound, and that was big.
Does his work from outside usually, but doing his work inside that time. Turner Duncan.
1:38 left, 3-point lead for the Purple Knights, 49-46. Washington, twist turns. Washington, shot, no good. Rebound. Sophie B, layup, no good. Loose ball. Warriors have it back. Ja'Cory Washington tied. Got it! We are tied at 49.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness. What a ball game.
See what happens when you work hard on those offensive boards?
Yeah,
they
right
got
about
chance
that.
after chance after chance, and it's all tied.
Tied up. Purple Knights has to reset. Merritt on the top of the key, 1 minute. 55 seconds. A classic here in game number 2. Now, I wouldn't be surprised. Purple Knights might hold it to the last. Because you look at Sophie B, they're in a zone, and they're not playing man. 32 seconds. Remember, there's no shot clock in high school, so you can hold it as much as you can. 24 seconds. Crowd is starting to get on their feet here. It is a good one with 17. And Merritt will have it. No timeouts are going to be called here because Coach Lewis is letting them go with 8 seconds. Now 7, 6, 5. Merritt's got to go with 3. Merritt drive, deflected, out of bounds. Sophie B. Wright will have it. And let's see if they're going to put time on the clock. What a drive. Great defense by Sophie B. Wright, shutting down Cy Merritt. And let's see how much time they're going to put back on the clock. Will Sophie B have enough time for them to try to get a shot?
Looks like they're going to go with 0.8 seconds.
0.8 seconds left.
0.8 seconds on the clock.
I don't know if it's enough time.
Yeah, it'd be hard to do.
Yes, it is real hard to do. But the thing that Sophie B has to do has to get a good, maybe baseball pass. With a baseball pass, get it and just launch it. Get it and launch. That's what Sophie B needs to do. Tied at 49 apiece. Here we go. And Landry at the buzzer, no good. We go to overtime at Edna Carr. Your score, the St. Augustine Purple Knights 49, the Sophie B. Wright Warriors 49. Let's take a quick timeout. Let's get a breather and reset for this 4-minute overtime. This is the 2023 InspireNOLA.org MLK Basketball Classic. And welcome back right here, CrestCitySports.com, the 2023 InspireNOLA.org MLK Basketball Classic. VK Jones, the legend Roe Brown with you. We are going to overtime in game number 2 of our doubleheader. Tied at 49 apiece. A 3-point lead for the Purple Knights. Going towards a minute, Ja'Cory Washington off the rebound hits a 3-pointer to tie the game. Purple Knights had a chance. Cy Merritt was blocked near the last couple seconds for the Purple Knights for the chance of the lead. And game is going to overtime.
Al Chikori with 15 points at the end of regulation. Devontae Landry with 11. And Derek Green had 12 for St. Augustine. And Turner Duncan, 12.
Here we go. Loose ball on a tip, and Purple Knights will control it first. This is a 4-minute overtime. It's 4 minutes in high school in the state of Louisiana. Gerald Lewis urging his team to be patient. Outside is Duncan. Duncan goes outside, and it is Peyton, Muhammad, and Green outside. Merritt. Now Duncan on the outside. On the inside, Merritt gets the backdoor layup. That's a big one there. Purple Knights 2-point lead.
Gorgeous assist by Duncan.
And here's Smith. Smith resets. Outside is Washington. Washington will hold, get to the Smith. Smith will take the jump shot and in and out. Rebound, Purple Knights. Green looking to run. Green coast to, nope, missed it and out of bounds. It will go Sophie B. Wright. Almost a coast-to-coast layup, but short. Sophie B. Wright with another opportunity.
Need to put a little more mustard on that one.
Yes. Bringing it up, Smith. Packed crowd here at Edna Carr as the home Cougars will come up next. Outside is Smith. 2-point lead for the Purple Knights. Washington on the outside. Washington crosses over. Washington again. Washington, the layup. No, it'll be on the floor. It'll be on the floor, ladies and gentlemen. It'll be, the foul will be on it'll be on Peyton Muhammad. It'll be his second.
Now, he wouldn't know what this means, but he was purling right there.
Yes.
As in Earl the Pearl Monroe. Or he was attempting to pearl, put it that way. But yeah, that's what he was doing.
Washington misses the free throw. That was a 1-and-1. So that was key there. And here comes the Purple Knights up 2. One more foul would be 2 shots rest of the way. Only 14 fouls for Sophie B. And here's Washington. Cy Merritt, layup's good by Cy Merritt. Timeout call by the Purple Knights. 2:12 left.
So Merritt has all 4 points in this overtime period? Because he had the other basket, right.
And that was big right there. Cy Merritt taking charge, especially on that last basket, using his power to go inside and get the layup.
Yeah, I think he only has 8 points, but they're 8 big points.
2:12 left, and for Sophie B, we didn't see them came off the mat late in the third quarter, cutting the lead to 7, down as much as 6, make it as much as 7, 8 points in the fourth, got back off the map, ties the game and forces overtime. Now 2:12 left. If you're Wanto Joseph, what you tell your team now, bro?
Well, they're trailing by 4. You got 2:12 to go, so that's about half the overtime period is just about gone. You know, I would still be patient, but I try to get a basket as early as I can. It doesn't have to be a 3. It doesn't have to be a 3 at all. The tendency is to jack up 3s all the time, and they really don't have to do that.
Absolutely. And up next,
plenty of time.
It will be Edna Carr, Eleanor McMain, game number 3 of this triple header. Smith will bring it up 2:10 left. Still got time, but you don't want to waste it. Smith looking. Goes to Washington. Washington on the outside. Gets it outside, now back to Washington. Gets it to Smith. Smith, deep 3 off the rim, rebound. And it's Duncan and the Purple Knights. Green will have it now as Khalees. 1:42 left, and Khalees slips. A timeout call by the Purple Knights. Good timeout by Coach Lewis.
I agree with you. I think it's right. You know, they're leading by 4 with 1:39 to go now in the overtime period. The ball is in their court, so to speak. You know, take your time. I don't know if they're going to try to start fouling or whatever. At the end of regulation, they meaning Sophie B. Wright, chose to sit back and wait. And St. Aug may see if they want to sit back and wait even more.
Absolutely, and they got enough time, just enough time to play defense and try to get some turnovers and everything. But then right after, if they don't get a turnover, they're going to start fouling. Eleanor McMain just walking in the door, and head coach Stephen Kelly and his squad. They had to scramble for a lot of games, especially the long wait, and they have a good start to the reset, 5-1 for the Mustangs. And they'll be coming up next against the Edna-Carr Cougars. Purple Knights will get the ball in. It's Green. Green will bring it up, 1:35 left. Green looking, Sophie B. setting on D. Green will step in, the layup off the rim. Rebound, Sophie B. Wright.
You see, why? Why do that?
Washington outside, Landry. Now goes to Smith, 1:18 left. Sophie B. Do they have a little something left? Smith, drive, shot, off the rim, rebound, loose ball, still a loose ball, and it'll be a jump ball. Still will be Warriors basketball with 1:05 remaining.
I have a feeling Derek Green is coming out. Yep, he's coming out.
Devin Johnson will come in. They're getting a little more height in there for the Purple Knights. And especially, and I think this is for defensive and rebound purposes. Wells on the outside. And here's Smith. Smith trying to get the pass. Deflected, it will stay.
They say it was
Sophie B. Wright. And Wells wasn't ready for the pass. We're at a minute. 1 minute exactly in overtime.
4-0 in this overtime period in favor of St. Augustine. We had all those points scored in quarters 3 and quarters 4, and the overtime period
Landry
to a halt.
And actually a timeout call.
Timeout call.
And a good timeout. It's Coach Joseph trying to figure something out here. They at least need to try to get a shot. It don't have to be a 3. It could be a layup just to cut the lead. And Sophie B is going to have to start fouling now since it's under a minute to go.
57.8 seconds to be exact. And what has been an outstanding ball game.
Very much outstanding ball game today. Our first 2 games has been really, really good. The Landry Buccaneers against Southside. Southside getting a huge victory in that first game, and especially the way Landry kept fighting. Southside kept answering some big, huge shots late to put the game away.
Southside team looked pretty good. Coached by Todd Russ from over there in Lafayette. As I said, I think their record is 10-7.
10-7 on the season, and man, and that is big for Southside, for Landry losing their 8th game of the season. But watch out for the Landry Bucks. They're going to be a very, very dangerous team going down the line, especially in the playoffs. And hopefully, they at the end of the season they do play Edna-Carr in the rivalry rematch for the season finale right here in the car. Hopefully soon, Crest City Sports, hopefully we can try to get that, but it depends on the game lineup, but we would love to have that game too. So Ken Tran, if you're listening, maybe. But 57.8 seconds left, we go back to live action. Sophie B with the ball, Wells with it, outside to Smith. 54 seconds, Warriors can't waste too much time. Smith looking. Smith with good defense on Washington. Washington with 45. Outside, Landry, loose ball. Landry will get it back. Landry launches, 3, short. And they save it. Purple Knights will have it. And Side Merritt loses it. And Sophie B has it. And Wells got to get it across, 28 seconds. Warriors have got to hurry. Smith, layup, got it. Lead cut to 2. And I don't think Sophie B has a timeout left. They got to get it. And they take it away. Here comes Jones, the floater, and the foul, offensive foul. It will go the Purple Knights' way. Oh, my.
Let's look at the replay there.
Jones
And
with a
the
great steal.
Yep, Jared Jones with the steal, takes it to the hoop, and yeah, it's a charge.
Yeah, it does look like a charge to me as well. And credit Khalees setting it up, get right in place, and make the play.
Well, he needed to because that pass, that inbounds pass by him was a stinker.
Oh, man, that was not a good pass. Very careless right there.
Gerald Lewis and the rest of the coaching staff there on the bench went crazy.
And I don't think Sophie B. Wright has any timeouts. That's why they could not stop the clock. So they had to try to get a steal. Actually, one timeout left for Sophie B. Wright.
Yep.
So they decided to hold on to it, try to see what they do on defense. They got a break right there with the turnover. But now they're going to have to play tight D again. If they don't get the ball in, they had 2 fouls to give. So they have to have 2 straight. So St. Aug could go to the line for a 1-and-1, but they got to do it quickly. Attempt to steal, but if you don't, foul. And do it quickly so you won't have to waste the time. 13.3 is not a lot of time. It's been a really good ball game here. We are in overtime. If you're just joining us here in game number 2 of the doubleheader, we will have another stream for Eleanor McMain and Edna Carr. That will be coming up next. Stay tuned. 13.3 left in overtime. Mary will try to get the ball in. A press for Sophie B. And a foul immediately as they give to Duncan. And not too much time wasted. 12.2 left. One more foul to give for Sophie B. Wright.
They want to try to get it to Turner Duncan again, who I think is probably the best free throw shooter.
And they set up Duncan again. They got a foul, and they do. This time it'll be Landry. Landry is called for his first. So 10.1 left, 1-and-1 coming up for Turner Duncan. Bonus for the Purple Knights. This is huge free throws here for the Purple Knights. A 2-point lead for St. Aug. If you're Sophie B, you get the miss, you got to roll or call the timeout. The free throw good. That's huge there for Duncan. A 3-point lead now. 10.1 seconds. Now a big free throw. 2-possession game or Sophie B a chance at the tie. Free throw. In. 2-possession game for Sophie B. Wright. They got to get the ball in. Jones has it with 9. Wells. Wells got to go to the hole. The left. Good! And a foul! Warriors do not quit. My goodness. Dennis Wells with the bucket.
And the foul is on Hubert Caliste.
Hubert Caliste, that'll be his first. 3-point play coming up. 5.4 seconds. If you're Sophie B, do you try to miss the free throw and try to get the rebound and win?
Yeah, that may be the best thing to do. But you know, it's hard
Wells,
to miss a free throw.
the free throw's good. Now 5.4 seconds left. Sophie B setting up in the press. They got a foul if it goes in. Duncan has it. The foul's called. 4.2 seconds. 4 fouls now on Wells. Duncan will go to the line. 2 shots. 4.2 seconds left.
I have Turner Duncan now with, 13 points, I think.
Turner Duncan for a 1-and-1. This is huge free throws. 4.2 seconds. Free throw good. 2-point lead.
I think that should give him 14 on the evening.
Key free throw here. Got it. 3-point lead
They get 15.
for St. Aug. 4.2 seconds left. And a timeout call. Good timeout there by Sophie B. Wright. Do you throw it, try to get the half court? But I don't think it's a bad timeout because of the fact you need to set something up here, especially you're down 3.
Yeah.
You got just enough time to try to get the ball in and set something up of a 3-point shot to try to tie it.
Yeah. Yeah, with 4.2. Yeah, you got time to do that. Unlike, you know, when overtime it was 0.8 seconds or whatever, when you can't do much with that unless they just totally blow it. But what will they try to do?
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us here, this is the 2023 Inspired NOLA MLK Basketball Classic for 2023, presented by InspireNOLA, and we're honored to bring you these 3 ball games. This is game 2. We're in overtime, and Sophie B. Wright having the chance to win. We will have Carr and McMain coming up next on another stream. We will have that to you coming up. Here we go. 4.2 left. They get it in. Wells. They throw it, deflected, and it'll be out of bounds. 0.8 seconds left.
0.8 again, just like at the end of regulation.
Sophie B. still with a chance to tie. Sophie B's got to catch and shoot it. They got to get to the 3-point line, catch and shoot the ball.
Oh,
Smith, three-pointer. Oh, he's short. Purple Knights survive. Final score, St. Augustine 57. Sophie B. Wright 54.
That was a clean look.
Oh,
Derek
my
Smith
goodness.
was probably surprised that he had such a clean
And he
look.
was wide open, and the shot was short. What an effort by both teams, especially Wanto Joseph's team. Man, great ball game, and the Purple Knights survived to win it in overtime. Final score, 57-54. Final stats and thoughts, Roll, before we get out of here.
Well, I would say thanks for joining us. The InspireNOLA Martin Luther King Classic continues next with another great matchup featuring Edna Carr and Eleanor McMain. For Roe Brown and our entire Crescent City sports team, and of course my man VK Jones saying so long for now. Stick around. We'll be right back after this.